Hello, it's 8:19. Here is my vlog for January 21st, Tuesday. I'm currently, working on my site. Making it, standardizing it, updating this. I have to, paste these on because it's you can't batch edit this. It doesn't work. It's like too big. So and it takes a while. Like it took that long just to. Oh look. Oh no. I think it put a V there. Oh shit. Now it's doing that every time. Command V. Because I think my keyboard. Yeah, there we go. Can I get rid of that V now? I don't think so. I'd have to go into the code. At least the last time it didn't work that way. Yeah, look at that. That happened on the last one. That's a new thing that just started happening. So now when I paste it, I have to right click, paste, and not Command V anymore. Because then it'll put a V there, and then I'll have to open up the code, which takes fucking forever. Hey. Anyway, but I'll do that later because, let's do that now. So you go into the code. There it is. There's the V. I don't know why it doesn't. You can't take it off from the WYSIWYG part. Yeah, and then I go here, and this will take like a minute. Oh, whoa, I wasn't going to do that anymore. Using the other command on the other side. Luckily, there's two of them. So, I haven't done a video, and I can't remember how many. It was like, what, a week or something? I got up this morning and, oh, wow, there was a plant there. So now when my plants die and something happens, I know what happens. I know why it is. There was a healthy plant there just a little bit. One of those that was doing well. And now it's gone. The bird is in there, like, excavating. Oh, man. If they get into the habit of doing that with all of my plants, I'm in trouble. I'm screwed. Because I have plants, like, all over. My house is covered with plants. There's plants everywhere. If they go crazy and decide that they're gonna, like, take all of the dirt out of all the plants, because that's what my ferrets do. So I can't have plants on the ground. Like, this plant is the only plant I have on the ground, and I have to have, like, a really good, like, mesh over it, or the ferrets will go crazy. So, uh-oh. I had a remote control plane that was up there. And like a couple months ago, my birds see, this page is done. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, but it never noticed that oh yeah, it is. See, it's still thinking. And then all of a sudden, my bird started chewing on it, and then they just devoured the entire thing. Until just like the wires and the little motor fell on the ground, and that was all that was left. Yeah, it was. And then now they're going after all of my little airplanes. I had those hung on the top. They're like eating them, chewing them apart. Yeah, so I didn't know, and pushing them off. That's why they're all on the ground. Yeah, so whatever, I guess gives them something to do. So here's my page again. So yeah. And then Command V, and that'll be like a couple of minutes. I'm like building having to update the site on the template. And yeah, it's good that I'm updating the template before I fill it up with text, because it would be too like complicated having to scroll around and find it, and also it would like take too long. It would like for the text to paste these in, because it'd be too big. So I think it's faster to paste text in a big page than to paste new like tables and stuff onto it. So it's better to build the template first. So I think I'm yawning maybe extra because I was smoking weed. I got $30 of weed a couple days ago. I got like a quarter, 2 little canisters of an eighth, and yeah, so I wasn't doing the videos because I'm trying to update this template, and it's like extremely time consuming. Like I open all the pages in a section, a UN subregion, and that takes like 15 minutes just to do that, because there's like 19 pages I have to go open in 19 different folders. But there was a lot of different adjustments I have to make, like putting on the new like menu on the top, and then I have to paste in this, because not all these are the same, and this one doesn't even have the rainbow on it. And then I have to fix these. I was thinking about batch editing them, but these are all different. Like some are front and some are behind, and I don't know. I was pasting them until now, but that kind of takes a little bit. But I have to create the ones for I think for like the most of the regions, because I never built them. I only built them for the ones that had countries that have like big histories. And I was kind of like in the back of my mind thought, yeah, I'm probably eventually gonna like have to make this a complete timeline, like where every country gets its own section, and that it's all built, and I didn't finish that for the 80 part, and I didn't do it for the like the 19th century, the 20th century, or now, or the future. So here's an example of the future, yeah, and it just has just the beginning. It doesn't have any of those on, so I have to like, and also this isn't consistent. Like these are numbers on a lot. So yeah, as I keep working on it, I'm like more and more, well, I'm used to it now, but I was just like, wow. I've been working on this thing forever, and it's so less developed than I thought it was. Like way less. Like I thought that a long time ago I had made all of the different date links, all the links, standardized by now. And there's a lot that are like, yeah, that are different. Like some of them have 3 where it's images, and then one of them is just text, and it's like, how did that happen? And then I noticed the images on my, and I'll show it. Damn, I'm yawning like a motherfucker. I noticed the images weren't like resolution. And so I looked where they were and I made them bigger, and that made it better. So now when you zoom into it, you can actually see all the different countries in the UN region. So that's pretty cool. I made them too small before because I was trying to design it. I've been just working on this forever, and I was designing it for, I guess, slower internet. But you know, internet's faster and faster, so you should not worry about like having little images anymore so much. And then these are the other ones, so it's all good. Except now, like, where's Iraq? Iraq is in West Asia, so I have to make sure that that's right. I don't know what's going on with that. And then also Eastern Europe. I don't know why it's at that angle. I want to look at it. So anyway, but yeah, so because my website has to be designed for yeah, to be able to zoom in. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't want to go to the next page. Anyway, so I'll paste that stuff after I'm done with the video. So another thing that bogged my time was like I fixed up the pages from like until East Africa. And so that was like Caribbean, Central America, Central Asia, like East Africa, like 4 of them. And then I noticed on one page it had images and for the countries, and I was like, no, oh yeah, of course you need images for the countries, and I didn't have them for those other ones. So I'm gonna have to redo it for all of them for those other ones. Because after that, I started building images, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to have images, I need to have everything have a link. And I don't think on the other ones I had the flag. I'll show you. Like, it's not on this page. It'll be on this one here. So, you can't see it because this is the Dreamweaver, but that's the flag. And so that links you to the Google Earth of the country. And then that is the country, the shape of the country, and the color of the background, and that links you to like the page of the country. And so I linked it to the free audio history books page, and I probably should have linked it to its UN page. It's where I should have, because this is the UN timeline. But I could just put the UN pages into that folder, make it link that way, but but I realized as I was adding the, because you have space too, you know, that's why I wanted to put it, and it makes it look better. Like, it really called out to me when I was looking at it before, where there was just like no font, you know, and just text on the menu. The page menu, because the way that my website is designed is the menus go to different pages. There's a menu for that, menu line for that, but then there's menus to go within the page you're in. And the advantage of that is for the test, the little cue card history test, you know, that any age can do. That was a thought that I had today, because I'm thinking about, I have to get a job, and I'm like running out of money. And my mom's like, oh, you need a job right away. And I'm like, seems like people are like interested in, people are hiring for a preschool teacher. And that's the job that's most appropriate for me, like my industry that I'm in. Because my website, educational website, and job history, and education. And that's the only job that I see advertised that even needs a college degree, and I have that. So all I have to do is take a couple more classes. So that's really what I should do. And, you know, like the problem is I don't have money to pay taxes, county taxes in March, or federal in April, and state in April. So I'd have to get like increase my HELOC loan. So I'll look into that. But I think that's the best thing to do, because I might be able to get a job really quick, because one class is like I get it done in 18 hours online, and then another class it might be just as simple. So it's like, yeah, just do that. And one of them was $234, but maybe I can do it for free somewhere else. So I'm gonna research all that. But my mom, yeah, so I think that's what I should do first before I start looking into getting other jobs. And then look into the temp agency, because if I need money now, I should just do temp agency and then do the preschool job. But I wanted to be able to do demos on my timeline and see if I can get donated to. Then I don't have to get a job. But anyway, if I get a teaching job, I had this epiphany today that even if I'm teaching preschool kids, that's U5, under 5, so I'm teaching little 4-year-olds, I could teach them my timeline. Like, I don't know if they give 4-year-olds cell phones these days, but I could teach them how to access my website and my timeline, and then play my timeline game. It's like a video game. And you know, it's probably too developed for a 4-year-old, but you could teach a 4-year-old or 4-year-olds normal 4-year-olds the timeline as like a fascination thing for them to look at, that like grown-ups do, you know, and that one day you'll do this, and this is what the goal of people are, and then they'll start to play with it to try to find it, and just to play it with the links. And so that would be interesting to experiment with, and other people. But all I really have to do to see if other normal people are interested in my timeline is to do demos of it on YouTube. And also, I guess with all of these short videos, you know, TikTok is popular. My website is like, and all the Google Earth stuff I did is like so tailor perfect for those short videos. Like little demos on my timeline and stuff. Like, and also my timeline is perfect for like Instagram, like screen captures of different periods of history. Yeah, I'm like super fired up to finish it. But the problem is, you know, like in between just adjusting the sizes of the different fonts for these menus to get them to fit well inside of their different sized tables, because the cells are different sizes, you know, like this one has 7. So the cells can be nice and big. But the one before this was 10. So these were really little, so these had to be small. So anyway, I had to adjust these, and between that and adding the links for those and the links for those and all that, that was a bunch of time. It was like a whole day or more to do that for all the different 19 ones. And then yesterday was the first one that I did. After that, it was East Europe. It was with, I think, Not 10. And it took all day to do one. And so, but I was with my mom in the morning. I went over there to try to look for a job and do job hunting stuff on the computer, and until we realized it was a holiday and we couldn't call anybody, and I kind of gave up. And I was just there until my battery died, because I forgot to bring the cable to charge it on the computer, and she fed me. So, but other than that, I was just on the computer. Yeah. So now it's like, well, damn it, it's a whole day per section, and then I'm not even like I don't think all of them are perfectly done anyway. You know, like I'd probably missed a few sections. And so it's like, fuck. Like, because then, like, those first 4 that I did, I'm going to have to paste in, repaste in. Because that was before I realized putting the images. And now I'm thinking, damn, it took me for that long to realize I need to put images. I jumped the gun. But that's the nature of the website. Like, I think it's unique in that, like, it's all like one big table, and these like really big pages, and so they're too big to do batch edits with. Like, there's different tables with this computer. Maybe new computers too, I don't know. This is a 2017, so I have to like manually do a lot of stuff. And when I update it, and there's like 662 pages or something on my timeline, if you include the BC one. And I'm only doing the recorded history ones now, but there's a lot. And when I do like adjustments, you know, I have to do it throughout the whole site. So, like, for example, here's an adjustment I have to make. This is the mother's page for North Africa. So for some reason, I have views for the page, and then I have visitors, unique visitors. Each page has this, of like my whole site. But why are views and visitors here? They should be here, because then this would take less space. It'd be more condensed. And I don't have an answer for that. It's just like one of those updates that's like beyond me. I'm like, I thought I was more advanced than that, but you know, my website is so big that it's not so much that I didn't notice it, it's that I just didn't get around to fixing it, you know. And like when I first put it there the first time, like, I think it was because I had more links that I didn't need on the outside, and it's like, so now I would have to drag those out, and it's just little adjustments like that, and now I'm doing a whole lot of adjustments. I love it whenever I go a sweep for the site, I'm doing like a lot of different things, but like, that's like the only way that I know how a site is supposed to look is like sometimes just time, you know. And one interesting thing that happens is when a lot of time goes by before I fix the site, like, the easier it is for me to notice the stuff that I want to change, you know. And like, yeah, like I thought before, like maybe it's because like I'm more mature, you know, and I'm smarter, and I can just see it better that way. But then I thought maybe it's because I was just too exhausted to do it before, and like didn't want to think about it. But now I'm like, I'm ready, because I'm looking at it like, what are we doing? And then I noticed it. I'm like, okay, we have to do that. But no, but like with a lot of things on my site, like things are in different spots. Like, for example, on a lot of pages that I think I have to fix still. Because sometimes I fix it by the folder and not by the UN region, and so it's not all that consistent. And sometimes I don't completely, you know, fix all of them. But like on some pages, I have the views and the visitors up here, and the time, because I thought it would be more condensed, and I'm like, no, because then it screws up with your eyes. Because there's two different like conflicting effects I'm shooting for my site. That's to make it efficient spatially but also visually. And so that was an example of like, you could make it more efficient spatially that's just a simple rule, just make it the shortest. But now it wasn't efficient visually, because it breaks up with the symmetry of the page, you know, because not every page has those, and the stuff it in there to not, so that, yeah, some columns are different. It just didn't work. And And you know, and I used to be way more like over zealous about condensing it. You know, like I would have too many things like rap and text and yeah. So yeah, so I have to like be decisive about every single meticulous little thing on the site, because if anything calls out to me, I have to change it, and then I have to change it for the whole site. So, and it's like, and after I fix it, I'm like, oh my God, like how could I have been so dumb not to have it like that before? Like to have the images of the shapes of the countries after the name of the country. Like, why did I not have that? You know, I had to build them. Like, oh, and that's why it took forever. Yeah, that's the other thing why I was stuck on that for a couple of days, because a few days ago, because like most of the countries weren't even, I didn't even have icons. I had to create the icons. I had, at first I was just tracing them off the country and turning them into Google Earth files. So I was like, cool, now I have the country traced. But then I saw that I had images of all the countries, of the shape that all I had to do, that were in these big files. All I had to do was go in and they had the flag of the country superimposed on it. So all I had to do was go in and change the color to the solid color that I wanted it for the whatever background it had, and then take the background away and reduce it down, and that saved me more time. I don't have the Google Earth file of it anymore for the shape, but I have the link for the Google Earth of it, so I can use it for that later. But it wasn't a total waste of time to trace it. But some of them took a while, dude. Like, oh God, like Philippines and Indonesia, but whatever. At least I have them on Google Earth. But yeah, and to not have them file. The reason I didn't have fonts on it was because, yeah, I just hadn't collected all the fonts yet, you know. But now I have all the fonts that I would ever have collected, and so, but yeah, it looks way better with the fonts. And so that doesn't mean that I wasted time. Like, I'm glad that I'm adding the images and the links to the Google Earth and all that, you know, the shape of the country and the link, the Google Earth link and the fonts and all that at the same time instead of separately. So that lots of different edits together. But it's too bad that I did the fonts on those first 4 sections, because that's a lot of pages without the image. But I was also rebuilding the whole page, and I don't think I didn't do a very good job on those first ones too, because a couple of them I X'd out of them too early, because so yeah, I won't have to double up on all of them, because the computer got too slow. Like, I also learned after every single one of these that I do, like when I open up a page, a UN section for all the different ones, like 19 pages, and then I work on it for a whole day. Because I thought I could do 2 a day. I'm going to see if I can do that again, because I did 2 a day for one. And I thought at the beginning I could do 3 a day. But yeah, after I do one, the computer gets like so slow that the best thing to do is to just restart the program, and then it has to rebuild the cache every time. So yeah, because if I try to open you know, all 19 of one UN section again, yeah, it'll be way too slow, and that's what'll bog me down. So but you know, this computer, it's still way faster than the computers that I was working on it before. I wonder how fast the computers now are, because if they're like way faster, I'm like, fuck, I should have just bought one. But yeah, as soon as I have the money, I'll do it. But yeah, I can't get any intention on my really on my timeline until I do a tour of it. But I can't do a tour until I fix it up some. So I need to get this. Oh God, this will take a while. It'll take like a month to get this template fixed up, and then and then I have to put in the all the ChatGTP stuff onto it. So I have it for every country for 19th century, and then for the 20th century by year to 2010. So that's 4 pages on my timeline for per individual country that I can update it. So that's really awesome. Make it like useful. And then the future I have for every future page for the world. So and that, I don't think that'll take all that long, you know. I just have to hope that the pages aren't so big that it'll take too long to paste, but I don't think it will. If it's just text, it gets into the rhythm pretty well. So that's my vlog for the day. I know it sounded kind of confusing and maybe impossible to listen to, but I think it's a unique site. Because like one thing that's unique about it is that it utilizes like linking to other pages that are really big. So it's like, I call it like horizontal and vertical linking. You can link it to the other pages. And once you're linked to a page that's really big, you can then link on the page into itself. And that linking works instantaneously, which is perfect for like studying the history, like the cue cards, like the horizontal and vertical timeline, like where you want to look real fast back and forth. Yeah, and for the phone and even slow computers and slow phones, and so it makes it, I think, a huge amount of data manageable the best way that way, and also the zooming in on it because it's so dense. You double tap and zoom in on the phone or the computer, like with the Apple mouse, and yeah, now you're looking at like it's like all these little websites within the big website, you know, zoom, like all the screen captures from the timeline that you can turn into like images. You can zoom in on them and look on the computer and then zoom out, and so it's like really big, and I think the best way to manage a huge amount of information. I want to do a demo to show how it is better, like compare my CIA fact book to the CIA fact book, and then compare like books on my page to other books on other pages, and my other timelines, stuff like that, and show how it beats them in the metrics. Like data per page and events per page. That's a new thing that I invented. So anyways, that's enough talking. I've been, I was supposed to go to my mom's house, so I think that, yeah, like now, go there now. So I think I'm going to upload the video first, this video, and the other vlogs that I had, that I recorded that I didn't upload, because I was like I get too banging my head against the wall. I'm like, what the fuck? Looking at my site, like, what world am I in? Like, how is this so underdeveloped? After all the years I've been working on this, like, so I'm like, God damn it, I need to just go 100% on it. Yeah, but it's happening at a time, not an appropriate time for me to run out of money. So, but yeah, I'm immune to getting money donated to it, because that's another thing. That's another thing that tells me my timeline is like way, way advanced. You know, I'm a genius. A genius is somebody who builds something for people that people don't even realize they need. So not only do they have to build it, but then they have to explain it to people after they're done building it. So it's fucking insane amount of work. Then there's another thing I heard people say online recently. You're inspired when you work on something that's designing itself, and that's what my website is. It's this thing that's designing itself, like what I was explaining before. I look at it, And I would have different pages that look slightly different, and only after looking at them a bunch of times, looking at both of them a bunch of times, I finally realized, oh shit, one of them is better than the other. And then once I realize that, it's like decisive. And then I have to switch all the other ones over. And then, you know, it's just small increments of adjusting it to make it look perfect. And so it's more like it's designing itself. I'm just the person who's, because when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it through, like, you know, the eyes of what's functionable. And what's functionable to me is like for everybody, you know. So I'm building like a site that's designed for everybody, and it lasts longer than me, and so it's like, and it exists, you know, so maybe it exists out in the ether and I'm just channeling it. So those are I thought those were appropriate. Anyways, so I'm an inspired genius. The problem is nobody knows because I'm too smart, and my website's not done yet, so that, yeah, gives me pressure. So anyways, I'm going to research about seeing if I can increase the HELOC today. That would alleviate, that would make it so that I could pay, yeah, fuck it, make it pay my taxes this year, and then maybe I wouldn't even, yeah, and then I could go ahead and get the teaching job instead of, and then never have to do the temp. Yeah, but if I do temp, I want it to be labor, not like, but like I need to, but yeah, I need to get in shape because like my hip is now hurting all the time, and I'm like, god damn it, I'm somebody with the hurt hip at 50. God damn. I didn't even have an injury. This is just hurt hip from lack of exercise and sitting for too long. But I did do a good job of doing a lot of work laying in bed. I need to go lay in bed more. Yeah, get in the habit of that. But yeah, that's why when I stretch my left hip, it's sore. So I feel like I could make my hip better. Like the people who need hip replacements and all that, I can like fix it myself without surgery. Oh shit, I'm running out of space. I gotta finish. Only have 4 minutes left. Just by stretching, you know. Not a combo of stretching and lifting weights. But yeah, I've been to the gym because I've just been working on this. But anyways, so I'm gonna go on my life. Hopefully I'll do the vlog tomorrow, and if I do, I'll be saying, hopefully I'll be talking about how I was happy about finding out about stuff online about getting a job, and that maybe that I finished all of North Africa. You know, if I could do at least, I guess it's one a day that we're doing now. Yeah, or maybe I did North Africa and got started on another one or finished another one. I don't know, but anyways, I know that I'm making progress. You know, my mom always likes to complain I'm not making progress with it. Oh shit, I should record this. This is where my cancer was. Hopefully I'm not getting neck cancer again. Here's my documentation, because I squeezed it and pus came out, and that's where it was, and that's how it started, so we'll see. And hopefully it's not just from me having a dirty pillow or something, but anyways, man, I've been babbling a lot. That's because I didn't do a video forever. So, talk to you tomorrow.